presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Let's go to Eddie in Boca Raton. Hey, Eddie, what's going on?
Hey, Tom. How are you, man?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Good, good. It is a treasure to have TFNN every hour during the trading day, to be there to help you, to guide you, and even to give you some peace of mind, or like that somebody else is there with you while you're trading this crazy market, either up or down.
Well, listen, we appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here, because we wouldn't be out here, folks, if we didn't have all you guys, gals, tigers and tigresses as clients. And, you know, the market teaches you every single day, man.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's a TGIF, folks. And for the stock market, it's a 3-day weekend because we got Washington's Day, President's Day on Monday. Love is responsible for its actions. Everything you think, everything you do has a consequence. And you're going to experience the consequences of your actions in one way or another. All human beings are completely responsible for their actions, even if they don't want to be. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 102, NASDAQ off 98, S&P's off 16.5. Gold contract up $8.40, trading at $2,023 an ounce. We have silver up 52 cents, $23.47 an ounce. Light sweet crude up $1.11, $79.14 a barrel. Notes and bonds. 10-year note down 14 ticks, trading 109.23. The 30-year off 22 at 118.06. And we have the 10-year right now. I hit the wrong button here. 1 second. WB. 1 second. Sorry about this, folks. Hit the wrong button on this. WB gives me the 10. Okay, so we get the 10-year yield in 4.297. Now, for the last 3 months, the high is 4.4, the low is 3.7. And King Dollar. King Dollar flat, 104.289, Euro 107, Yen 150, British Pound 126 to 1 US dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Well, you're going to have almost an inside day out here, folks, okay? So you had the PPI come out this morning. Market went south ASAP. That being said, you know, it rejected the 498.75. You're at 500. The volume's about the same. You know, you really got an inside day. We go to the futures. We take a look at the futures. It's going to get interesting coming into close. My take is we're going to have a flat close. We'll see how it handles the low. The reason I'm saying that is that it came into the low. It came into the high of the low. And we take a look at this. And what you're going to see is that this is on the S&P, the E-minis, okay? First time down was 62,000 contracts, right? That's a high volume low, no doubt, you know, and then you got all the way up to the highs, and looking at the highs, you had nothing. At the highs, just so you can watch how this works, 14,000 contracts. 14,000 contracts was going against 47, okay? So all the tigers and tigresses in the den, they got their trade. It's a beauty, but you can see the correlation. The correlation is flat out. Then what happens? You come down, but you don't come down on enough volume. You know, we come down on 51,000. Now, the 51 is going into your 68, right? And then the next bar, you can see that next bar was trying to test, is only 38. You know, so this will mess around in here, more than likely just run it back up, you know, and flatten it out at the close. Notes and bonds. We take a look at the note and bond market out here. It's been a tough week in the rate market, that's for sure. Now, what we did is this. You had Tuesday, you come down hard and fast. That was the CPI. And what we did out here today, now we've tested it and rejected it, but it's really close, man, because It's the 109.07. That's the number, okay? We got to 109.17 rather. That had 2.5 million contracts on Tuesday. So we've only done we're going to do 1.7. It has rejected that number, but you can see it hasn't rejected it by much. When you see a rejection, particularly something like this, I like to see a lot more. So we'll see what happens coming into the close. But right now, you have rejected that number. Gold's on its way. You know, gold that was the first thing to turn out here today, too, actually. So you had gold down at 2006 today. Now you're to 2023. Now, 2024 is going to get you in a lot. We're already in the range, meaning a larger range. But to really jump up, to get back up into this 2100 deal, this has to get back inside 2024. And we're at 2023 right now. Silver, let's take a look at silver because silver's catching a bid here. Okay, so we take a look at silver. That's a nice bid. Okay, this is cool, man. This is good. 72,000 contracts. That's monster contract volume, man. Yeah. So silver, this is good. 1 second. Hold on. I think we broke. Yeah, this is real good. I mean, silver, we're on our way, man. Silver's on its way. We're 23. That's $26. You're on to 26. It'll take a while, but the bottom line, you broke that downtrend and you broke it with conviction. You had the wide price spread, you get the accelerated volume, and then we go over to the good U.S. dollar. We take a look at the dollar, what we have with the dollar out here. 1 second. Oops, there we go. You take a look at this dollar. Now, the dollar has not gotten in this lower range yet, you know, so we're still, you know, in a higher range. Last couple days gave it some breathing room. This has to get back inside we're at 104,300. You're really talking about a 103,800. That'll get you back inside that lower range. We go take a look at some of the higher volume equities out here. And you got Tesla's flat. Advanced Micro is down a couple of dollars. Roku's one that got hit. That's down $22. Big monster hit there. Coinbase is up 17. You get the Trade Desk up 31. There's some big numbers out here, man. Meta's off $11. Let's just look at the NDX. So inside the NDX, the strength versus the weakness out here. Trade Desk is up 17%. That's the big one, right? Is it Trade Desk? Yeah, Trade Desk. No. Yeah, Trade Desk. AMAT's up 7%. AstraZeneca's up 2%. Taken away from it, DoorDash is down 10. Adobe's off 7. Moderna is off 3.5. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Dow's off 120. Nasdaq's off 105. S&P's are down 19. We'll come right back.
Currencies, commodities, and bond markets are as important as ever right now with how they're driving the volatility in equity markets across the globe, which is why it's a great time to try out Teddy Kegstad's Tiger Forex Report. Teddy Kegstad breaks down the Forex markets every Monday using his 30-plus years of experience as a trading veteran of futures, Forex, stocks, and options. Teddy releases his weekly Tiger Forex Report every Monday morning with coverage of all the major currency pairs, including the dollar index, the euro dollar, pound dollar, dollar Swiss, dollar yen, as well as many more, and he also has weekly coverage of the crude oil market and the 30-year T-bonds, as they both influence Forex markets tremendously. When you sign up for the Tiger Forex Report, you also gain instant access to Teddy's 60-minute webinar archive he just hosted, Forex Strategies and Fundamentals, What is Behind the Tiger Forex Report. For all the details and to start your 30-day Tiger Forex Report subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Are you ready to take your trading to the next level? Introducing Tom O'Brien's award-winning newsletter, Market Insights, your key to successful active trading. Tom O'Brien, renowned for his expertise in the financial markets, has designed Market Insights to be your daily guide to profitable trades. Tom publishes his daily Market Insights newsletter every market day before the market open, along with updates when warranted. Stay ahead of the game with Tom's real-time analysis and trade recommendations delivered straight to your inbox. Whether you're a seasoned trader or just starting out, Market Insights provides the edge you need to navigate the markets with confidence. Ready to join the ranks of successful traders? Head over to TFNN.com and subscribe to Market Insights today. Don't miss out on this opportunity to supercharge your trading results. Market Insights comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee for all new subscribers, so you have nothing to risk. Don't miss out on this opportunity to revolutionize your trading game. Head over to TFNN.com right now to join the thousands of traders who have already experienced the power of Tom O'Brien's award-winning newsletter, Market Insights, firsthand. TFNN, educating investors.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 111, Nasdaq's up 106, S&Ps are up 18.5, and Donald Trump's not having too good a day out here today. Okay, so that fraud case in New York just come through. So the way this is shaken out, he's got a $364 million fine, banned for 3 years. Now this will go to appeal, folks. Okay, so this is not done. But the problem that he's going to face is that when you get orders like this, he's going to have to come up with a bond. So there's going to be millions that are going to come up. Pretty intense, man. There's no doubt. And then his sons, both Eric and Donald Jr., they're barred for 2 years from doing business in New York. He's barred for 3. We'll see what the appeal comes out. But just putting up the bond is like a loss, like in a monster way. Huge, man. Unreal. IBIT. Let's go take a look at IBIT. So this is the BlackRock ETF for the Bitcoin. And this is running away from everyone else as to the market cap on it. Right now, you can see this market cap. They're at $6 billion. Okay, they're gonna have to, you know, the amount of fee structure is so small on this. It's 0.12 of 1%. So what they're trying to do is get out in front of it. Accumulate as much capital as can be done, then they'll probably raise that up. That's what I suspect how this is shaking out. So right now, it's trading out at 29.53, and the low on this thing was 22. And if we go to XBT, and we take a look at Bitcoin, look at this baby, 51,809. Let's put this on 15-year and see what we just did. So from the highs to the lows, yeah, look at that. From the highs to the lows, you just broke the 0.618, you know? So meaning that from the high to the low, you did more than the 0.618 retracement. That doesn't go to the high. That is about as sick as you can get, man. Pretty wild. There's no doubt about it. We go take a look at, so AMAT. AMAT come out with numbers. I was wrong on AMAT last night, that's for sure. Thought AMAT was going to pull back. AMAT went just the opposite way, in a monster way, too. Up 13 bucks. Now, this is probably an ABC up. Put it on a weekly. It's kind of tough to look at, actually. Let me put this on a monthly and see what happens. Oh, look at this. Interesting. So this is what the market is actually doing, too. The market's come all the way back to the highs, taken that out. What, how many? 136? Well, we took it out 136 versus 147 on volume. It's not the end of the world. But this is saying that 167, holy cow, it's almost 90 bucks. That's saying like 210. Oh, I see, we're already at 200. Yeah, that's saying like 210 is game. Now, DoorDash, let me see this one. This is a whole different ball game. Well, DoorDash, here we are. So DoorDash is getting smoked. This is down 12 bucks. Well, that wasn't, no, yeah, it was down 15 earlier. This here, yeah, it's not bad. It's down with some volume, but it's not that bad, actually. Not compared to how it's run. In the last 6 months, it's run from 69 to up to $1.20. Roku, R-O-K-U. This is a different ball game. This is, look at this baby. Man, Dave White would have loved this. Because he couldn't, this stock, he never could figure out how it was making money. It's advertising, but this thing fell apart. Let's take a look at this. Oh yeah, look at that. Trying to get off the lows, can't handle it. Now you get volume again. Now this thing's on its way. We're at 71.55 is probably game. And what do they do? Let's see. So they did, man, they do a lot of money. Holy cow. 984 million, and they lost 55 cents. Now, going forward, you can see if you're watching Tiger TV, they plan on doing almost $4 billion next year and still losing $1.79. The next year, they're going to do $4.4 billion and lose 79 cents, too. It's hard to comprehend, like, how do you keep going with those types of losses, right? And I'm not quite sure how that happens, but it does. Copper, HG. Let's go take a look at that copper market because we get action in this copper market, man. We get action in the commodities in general. Yeah, look at that move. 108,000 contracts. Nice contract volume. Yep. We're going to the top of that range. Let's see what a couple little equities are doing here. Well, Seiko's just flat. SCCO. Yeah, Southern Copper's up 90 cents. This is, Southern Copper wants to break these highs. Yeah, look at how long it's been up here. Southern Copper been up here quite a bit, man. That looks to me like that's going to be a good break. Top side, that is. And let's see what the king dog Amazon is doing out here. Okay, so Amazon rejected 167 today, still at 169. The gap you're going to have to watch in Amazon in a big way. Let's put these on monthlies. You can almost start putting these on monthlies to see what you get. Yeah, Amazon's shooting for its highs. There's going to be, with Amazon, there's going to be a lot of resistance at this high because it traded here for so long. It's almost traded here for a year and a half. Then it went down to 81. So there's going to be folks that are going to say, hey, man, I went through hell. I'm going to get my money back at 170. There's a lot of buying, 160, 170 up here, and that's always a problem. Well, it's not always a problem. it's just huge amounts of resistance when you've traded a year and a half at highs. So there's so many people that bought it. You get down to you get cut in half. People don't sell it. They come back up. That's when the selling starts to begin. You know, the GDX. Let's take a look at the GDX. This baby here. Yeah, not bad. We're up 19 cents. You know, we'll see whether this. The cool thing is now, at least we're over the high of the low. So I think this is going to get tested. I mean, the GDX had monster volume. I think it was a blowout low, but the high of the low could get tested. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
You might think that if you want to be successful at trading in the stock market, you're going to need a crystal ball. After all, it's impossible to predict the future, right? Like any endeavor in life, before you decide it's impossible, get some advice from the experts. You might find that it's not so impossible after all. For daily market overviews that give you direction on the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, subscribe to the Opening Call newsletter at TFNN.com. The Opening Call newsletter is written by Basil Chapman, creator of the trading methodology known as the Chapman Wave. The Chapman Wave up-down sequence gives you an edge in identifying price turns, finding the peaks and valleys in stock prices. Get the Opening Call newsletter by Basil Chapman in your inbox every day. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know, and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, for free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 84. Nasdaq's off 90. S&P is down 14.5. Let's go to our man Steve Woods in Maryland. Steve, what's going on, brother?
Hey, Tom. This is Steve Woods. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself? How you been?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic.
Beautiful.
This is the last run to the upside. It's just been a beautiful thing, Tom.
It sure has, no doubt.
Yep. So there's this company that has been one of the leaders. It's called Super Micro Computer. I'm sure you know of it. And it makes the servers that NVIDIA uses to do artificial intelligence, right?
Okay.
And when NVIDIA blasted off with that huge earnings report last spring, this stock went up as well. And when NVIDIA started going sideways, it started going sideways too. Well, it has a very small float. And I was tracking the float turnover in it. And as it went sideways, it went through multiple float turnovers, which told me that traders were just trading this thing back and forth to see what the next earnings report was going to be.
Sure.
And when it blasted off on January 17th, it gapped from the close of the day before a whole lot higher, like 40 points higher or something. So I got in big time. So I'm in it from 320 all the way up to today's high. And what's fascinating to me, and the reason I'm calling, is because it's like a perfect example of a float turnover at the top. Because it only has 47 million shares trading. And if you add up yesterday's and today's, you're up to like 55. So if you look at it on a half-day chart, you can see that the whole float turns over right at the top, and then it drops below it.
Right, and the symbol, folks, we're talking about is SMCI here. Yes.
Right, and what's amazing is at the top of this run, Bank of America, some analyst over there, initiated a buy on this, and he did that on Wednesday, right? And that, of course, gapped it up on Thursday because he did it after the close.
Sure.
And it's just been an incredibly, huge moving stock to the upside.
So what are you going to do now?
Well, I'm trying to transition from being an investor from a trader, because I've always just followed your, I learned a lot from you, and I've learned a lot from
Sure.
Steve Rhodes, and all the, you guys are fantastic over there in terms of basic skills.
Yeah, but what are you going to do? That's what I want to know. What are you going to do? You're up $500 a share.
Right. I'm holding it for the long term.
Okay.
Because here's the thing. I think that this is it could very well be that this float turnover is accumulation up here because so many people want to get into this, and I think it's going a whole lot higher.
I see. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So what are your thoughts on it? Tell me what you think.
I think it's parabolic.
It is. It's definitely parabolic for a reason.
That's all right. Hey, listen, man, that's what makes a market, Steve.
Absolutely.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Appreciate it.
You too, Tom. Bye-bye.
Let's go to Robert in Chicago. Robert, what's going on, brother?
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, man. That's right, with a long weekend. Digging it, man.
That's right. Hey, can you take a look at TLT? I know your perspective is you feel like, the TLT is going to go higher and rates are lower. And I had a long position, what was it, a week or so ago, got a little bit of a bump and then backed out of it. And then it's kind of backed back down. What would I know your position is now that you think rates TLT is going to go higher and rates will go lower, and that's how I feel too. But what kind of price action?
No, but
would
you're right.
change
I
your
wouldn't buy
mind
this.
to say,
No, you're right.
Hey, it's actually going to go down.
No, you're right. You're right in the context that I think we're on the other side of the rate cycle, but the TLT is not ready to buy. Nor is bonds. Okay, because this test on the 10-year, it's too close. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like when I started the program, I'm sure you probably heard it.
Yeah, you were saying it's really close.
It's too
I didn't
close.
know if you meant close on volume or price, or if you could elaborate on that a little bit.
Yeah, so let's go to the 10-year first, so I can elaborate on it first. Normally, what ends up happening is that when you get, so we came down hard and fast, okay, and when you get a test, what you like to see is that we got the test with lighter volume, okay, but what we didn't do, it's having a hard time getting away from that low. So and that's not good, So it's like, okay, man, you're coming down there, you're only a few ticks above it, and in this case, we're only 5 ticks above it. Actually, that's not enough. And so, the reason that I would say that just hold tight, because there's going to be plenty of money made in the TLT, and I would wait for the first sign of strength, Robert. You're not going to miss it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because
it's kind of like it was a week and a half ago or 2 weeks ago. We got several green bars going.
Exactly. This is going to be a decent trade, but I wouldn't bite right now because it's just choppy, man. That's the bottom line. So, and you're in the middle. I don't like when equities are, anything we're trading is in the middle. See how it's in the middle of the range? It's like, man, you really can get hurt because it's like this has a long way to go down versus what can happen on the way up. So if you wait for that sign of strength, it's telling you, you're going to miss a point and a half. But on the TLT, that's nothing because once it starts moving, bonds move like currencies do. The dollar's been stubborn lately, okay? It's just going sideways. But most of the time, once they start trending, they trend pretty good. And
that's why I like the TLT.
Yes.
Because it does a good job trending. It gets some breaks here and there, but it's trending in the general direction. I like that about it. But It's just the last 2-3 weeks, it's been just, like you said, choppy and kind of just meandering around,
right.
At least in my assessment.
Right. No, I agree. Now, I think what we have happening here, but we really got to watch it like a hawk, is that the commodities today, even at the beginning of the day, shook everything off first. The copper market, the gold market, the silver market, and the oil market. And so that's telling me that dollar is going to croak. And I would just wait a little bit longer because if that's happening, that means that the rate structure will go the other way also. But I'd wait this out a little, particularly because on that S&P, right, what we have here is that on the SPY, you have these 2 high-volume days, that haven't been tested yet. So
you're talking about that lows and I think it's like is it 480? Is that about right?
Yes, exactly. Okay. So I suspect we're gonna get close to that. This thing's not gonna, like today, the volume's not bad, but yet it can't get into the high. It's into the lows of the high. Do you know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna mess around, but I think in the next week and a half, we're going to get some kind of a test there. Like it tried this morning to get down, but there's not enough sellers. But that's because I was talking about this yesterday. It's a holiday coming up, and on the whole Northeast, kids are off school for a week, so everyone blasts to Florida from the Northeast, and they go today. That's what normally shakes out. Do you know what I mean? So,
okay.
I just hold tight a little bit longer on that TLT for sure, man.
All right.
Cooking,
Thank you
brother.
so much. Have a good one.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Stay right there, folks. To come right back. We get the Dow Industrials down 102, Nasdaq's up 104, S&P's off 18. We'll come right back.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors. Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
The reality is that navigating financial markets can be risky. Markets can be chaotic and difficult to understand. Having the latest market advice can help you turn this chaos into a key for creating winning trades. At TFNN, we understand that it can be hard to find reliable market news. That's why each of our market experts offers their very own market newsletter, a must-have tool for every trader out there striving to find an edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets so you can analyze the market before you trade. Try any of our great newsletters risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee. Just visit the Newsletters tab on the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 127, NASDAQ off 116, S&P's off 21. And let's talk some Boston real estate here, man. So yesterday, okay, they had a big article about commercial real estate on the Bloomberg, right? Or the Wall Street Journal, one or the other. That's what I read every day. So, and what it had to do with was Boston was one of the cities that had 17% office vacancies, okay? And as soon as I read it, man, there's only like 4 or 5 cities that you know, there's 4 or 5 big cities that, you know, 17, 20, 22%. And it's really wild, man. There's one thing of having the experience, meaning I grew up in Boston, I've already seen the crashes, the whole ball of wax. And the one thing that I'll never forget, and this was like as wild as you can get, and this is what tends to happen when cities are being built anyway, is that in what the year was it? It was 94? No, it was 98. No, it wasn't 98. It was 89. 89. Okay, it was 89. What happened in 89? So picture this. They're building Boston like wildfire, right? You had the Faneuil Hall. That was like the epicenter. They were building all around Faneuil Hall. They built the Boston Harbor Hotel, just absolutely gorgeous. At that particular time, the Japanese and the Arabs were coming in, buying buildings left and right, right? Jafalo built the biggest high-rise there. And then all of a sudden, what ended up happening, now this is how this came down. You had the crash of the stock market in 1987. Well, it was approximately 16 months after that crash produced a real estate crash. And that crash was in Boston, Florida, Dallas, Houston, because the oil crashed at the same time, Alaska. And I'm watching this thing, right? And so picture, you got these beautiful buildings in downtown Boston. And all these, you know, and believe me, I was just starting in my career then, okay? So, you know, I was building condominiums, and I was so lucky. I sold 6 condominiums in one day, and that was at $250 a piece. And a year later, they were only worth $125. This is how fast this went down, folks, okay? So yesterday, when I'm reading this thing, I'm saying to myself, and they're claiming inside this article yesterday, well, Boston can handle this, that. I'm saying to myself, oh, no, man, it's not going to happen, you know. And I've been talking about the aspect of that when you have a frozen real estate market, people really don't know what it's worth, right? Well, let's check this out today with Michael Dell. Headlines is Michael Dell putting another Boston penthouse on the market. So check this out. 7 months after listing a penthouse at the city's tallest condominium for $35 million, the chairman and CEO of Dell Technologies listed a second penthouse 2 miles away for $10.9 million, okay? Now check this out. The second one, he bought at $10.9 million in 2016. So He's only paid, not made a dime. That's a huge loss. The newly listed condo, the Millennium Tower, 60-story glass scraper, was built in 2016. Dell's units is on the 59th floor, 4,100 feet, 14-foot windows. But I believe that what ended up happening, he's going to lose on this one, too, because, well, it just says the other one's at the Four Seasons at 30. Oh, yeah, okay, so check it out. The other one that he's trying to sell also is going to be at a loss. He bought it at $35 million. Yeah, he bought it at $35 million. No, he paid $34 million in 2020, and he's trying to sell it at $35. There's going to be some heavy losses up there, man. And what's so wild about it is that my cousin calls me yesterday, right? And, you know, he's been in and out of the real estate business like most people, okay? And he says to me, he wants to set up his grandson. And his grandson right now is going to Mass Maritime. And Mass Maritime, folks, is just such an incredible school. It's unbelievable. If you can get into it, number one, I mean, this is where all the captains come from with the big oil tankers and the whole bit. Anyway, he's saying to me, listen, man, I want to set up James. I want to, give him some bread that we're going to, flip some houses. I says, I'm telling you, man, don't do it. Don't do it in Boston right now, because what happens, folks, is this. You cannot make, the Boston real estate market is so expensive, you cannot make one mistake. And everything, because we're talking about, South Boston, Savin Hill and all this, and all these, you're buying places that $1 million, $1.2 million, anyway, get the gist of it. There's going to be a hit up there because of the fact that it's gone up so dramatically and the job structure is that dramatic. But when you get an office situation that's 17% negative, okay, well, that comes right down. Now, it'll come back, right? But the bottom line is that you take a 20% clip, which they'll take. They're going to take a 20 or 30% clip. These things, we'll follow this and see what he ends up getting it for it. But it's going to be a clip. And always remember something, that the higher the number, what ends up happening in markets, and this is where it's always dangerous, the higher the number, when you're talking about a 5, 10, 20% clip, is a whole different ballgame. Now in St. Pete, this is you talk about lucking out. So in St. Pete, folks, okay, the one thing you probably heard me say this like 10 years ago, we needed more jobs and more offices. Well, what ended up, because there's so many residentials, right? And what ended up happening because of the pandemic, it ended up being a huge plus because we don't have those office buildings, okay? So it's so intriguing that in 1 second, you're looking at commercial. I was looking at it myself, commercial, and I'm saying to myself, because what had happened, what tends to happen is that the commercial guys make a lot more than the residential guys. Now, all women. Now, that's not happening now, okay? But that's very unusual. And at some point that'll come back. But I think at some point we're talking maybe 10, 15 years, who knows. But it's pretty intriguing. And you always remember that, real estate is the amount of people, the density, the job structure, and do you have people moving in, moving out, and what is the tax structure? That's what it really comes down to. So I can't wait to follow this story because I think, it says what it says. I mean, 2016, can you imagine the amount of fees that he's paid from 2016 to 2024? Just the condo fees, man. Forget it. Let's go look at that S&P. That S&P is going after these lows again. Right now, you got it down 30. Let's take a look here. Yeah, it's going right after it. Came right down to the low. It didn't hit the low. Still light volume, though. But bottom line, it didn't hit the low yet. The low, 512, 5012. It hit 5017 right now. But 3-day weekend, here we come. Dow Industrials right now, down 164, NASDAQ off 136, S&P's off 27. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
ready to take your trading to the next level? Introducing Tom O'Brien's award-winning newsletter, Market Insights, your key to successful active trading. Tom O'Brien, renowned for his expertise in the financial markets, has designed Market Insights to be your daily guide to profitable trades. Tom publishes his daily Market Insights newsletter every market day before the market open, along with updates when warranted. Stay ahead of the game with Tom's real-time analysis and trade recommendations delivered straight to your inbox. Whether you're a seasoned trader or just starting out, Market Insights provides the edge you need to navigate the markets with confidence. Ready to join the ranks of successful traders? Head over to TFNN.com and subscribe to Market Insights today. Don't miss out on this opportunity to supercharge your trading results. Market Insights comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee for all new subscribers, so you have nothing to risk. Don't miss out on this opportunity to revolutionize your trading game. Head over to TFNN.com right now to join the thousands of traders who have already experienced the power of Tom O'Brien's award-winning newsletter, Market Insights, firsthand. TFNN, educating investors.
Everything in the universe is governed by the Fibonacci sequence. This mathematical principle is responsible for everything from the most aesthetically pleasing artwork to patterns in the stock market. To stay on top of stock patterns you can take advantage of, sign up for the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter at TFNN.com. When you subscribe, you'll get a weekly report from veteran day trader Larry Pesavento on stocks you need to pay attention to. And you can trust Larry's analysis. After all, he's got 45 years experience as a day trader. Larry will also provide daily charts, videos, and data on the key markets that he's tracking. Expect notifications from Larry on market movement you need to act on at any time. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. Subscribe to the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter today. TFNN.com, educating investors.
The reality is that navigating financial markets can be risky. Markets can be chaotic and difficult to understand. Having the latest market advice can help you turn this chaos into a key for creating winning trades. At TFNN, we understand that it can be hard to find reliable market news. That's why each of our market experts offers their very own market newsletter. A must-have tool for every trader out there striving to find an edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets so you can analyze the market before you trade. Try any of our great newsletters risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee. Just visit the Newsletters tab on the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN. Educating investors.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's off 165, Nasdaq's off 138, S&Ps are off 78. And let's go take a look at the Nasdaq here. They probably are going to close at lows. That's what it looks like. Yeah. And that's really still not a lot of movement in the NASDAQ. Or the S&P, for that matter of fact. Let's go look at the SPY. You're still laying at these highs, actually. Yeah, you are. I mean, you're down 250 or 499. The low of yesterday was 498. High was 502. The today, 498 has been the low so far. 498.75. The high is 502. Kind of the same type of action. So we'll see how this shakes out, man. Let's see. So we got Tuesday. Yeah. It couldn't handle that high. So those two lows. My take is that we're going to get that tested. Those two high volume lows. We'll see how it handles the first one. How it handles the first one will tell us on the second one what it wants to do. Because the cool thing, this would be the cool thing, that it comes into the first one and, you get some volume out of it, still lighter volume, then it bangs the second one, the high of the second one, and rejects it. And you have a contraction of volume. That would be the buy. And of course, the arm's going up at the same time because these commodities are starting to run. And the commodities running is saying that this dollar is going to fall apart a bit because, it shook it off this morning, The commodities shook off the downdraft this morning before the market did. And then the dollar basically gave it up. And we're only talking a couple hundred ticks on the dollar, but it gave it up. So we'll see whether that dollar gets into the lower range next week. That's how this baby's going to shake out. Always remember, folks, the bear can claw your heart out, the bull can run you over, and thank God there's always another trade. Health, happiness, and prosperity. Have a great weekend, folks. Have a safe weekend. Come back and visit us Tuesday morning. Tommy kicks us off 9 a.m. Markets closed on Monday. Have a great one, folks. Have a safe one.